Every journey begins with a single step. It's a phrase we've all heard before, but its meaning is profound, especially when we consider the way we approach our dreams, goals, and ambitions. Today, we're exploring a powerful truth. Small steps taken every day will outpace the rare, dramatic leaps we hope to make someday. In a world obsessed with quick results and overnight success, it's easy to overlook the quiet strength in persistence, consistency, and daily action. But the real magic isn't in grand gestures. It's in the small, steady movements that build momentum, create habits, and ultimately transform our lives. Imagine standing at the base of a mountain, staring up at the peak. It's daunting. The summit seems impossibly far away. You might wish you could leap straight to the top, bypassing the rocky terrain, the fatigue, the uncertainty. But that's not how mountains are climbed. They're conquered one step at a time, with each footfall carrying you a little closer to your goal. The same principle applies to any challenge or aspiration. Whether you're striving to master a new skill, build a business, improve your health, or change your life, the path forward is always paved with small actions repeated consistently. Consider the story of a writer who dreams of publishing a novel. The vision is vivid, a book on shelves, readers absorbed in the story, their words coming alive. The leap from blank page to published manuscript feels huge. But the real work happens in the daily discipline, writing a few hundred words each morning, editing a chapter over coffee, jotting down ideas before bed. It's not glamorous, and it rarely feels like a big leap. But day by day, word by word, the novel takes shape. Months pass, and suddenly there's a finished manuscript, a result not of a single heroic effort, but of countless small steps. Why do small steps matter so much? First, they're manageable. Grand plans and big leaps often overwhelm us. We procrastinate, waiting for the perfect moment when we feel ready to tackle everything at once. But perfection rarely arrives. Life is busy, messy, unpredictable. Small steps fit into our daily routines. They're achievable, even on tough days. And because they're simple, we're more likely to stick with them. Second, small steps build habits. Habits are the foundation of lasting change. When you repeat an action every day, no matter how minor, it becomes automatic. You don't have to rely on willpower or motivation, which can be fleeting. Instead, your brain learns the new behavior, making it part of your identity. Imagine someone who wants to live a healthier life. Instead of trying to overhaul their entire diet or launch into an extreme fitness regime, they start by drinking a glass of water each morning, taking a short walk after dinner, or adding one vegetable to every meal. Over time, these small choices add up, creating a ripple effect that transforms their health. Third, small steps create momentum. Success isn't a lightning strike. It's a snowball rolling downhill, gathering speed and power as it goes. Each small step fuels the next. Progress inspires confidence. You see results, however modest, and you realize you're capable of more than you thought. The mountain no longer seems insurmountable. Instead, it's a series of achievable milestones, each one moving you closer to your goal. It's easy to underestimate the power of incremental progress. We live in a culture that glorifies big wins, viral moments, sudden breakthroughs, overnight sensations. But dig deeper, and you'll find that most success stories are built on years of quiet persistence. The artist who spends hours refining their craft, the entrepreneur who solves one problem at a time, the athlete who trains every morning, rain or shine. Their achievements are the result of countless small steps, repeated day after day, often in solitude and obscurity. Let's look at another example. Learning a new language. The idea of becoming fluent can be overwhelming. You might dream of traveling, conversing effortlessly, experiencing another culture. But trying to learn everything at once is impossible. Instead, progress comes from daily practice. Studying vocabulary for 10 minutes, listening to a podcast on your commute, reviewing grammar before bed. You may not notice improvement day to day, but over weeks and months, those small steps accumulate. One day, you realize you can hold a conversation, read a book, or understand a movie in your new language. The transformation didn't happen overnight. It was built, brick by brick through consistent effort. Another powerful aspect of small steps is resilience. Life is unpredictable. Plans change, obstacles arise, setbacks happen. Big leaps can fail if the timing isn't right or if you encounter an unexpected roadblock. But small steps are adaptable. If you miss a day, you can start again tomorrow. If you face a challenge, you can adjust your approach without losing momentum. This flexibility keeps you moving forward, even when circumstances aren't ideal. So how can you harness the power of small steps in your own life? Start by identifying your goal. Break it down into its smallest components. What's one thing you can do today, right now, that will move you closer to where you want to be? Make it so simple you can't fail. If you want to write a book, commit to writing 1 paragraph. If you want to get fit, do 5 push-ups. If you want to save money, set aside $1. These actions may seem insignificant, but they're the seeds of progress. Next, create a routine. Choose a time each day to take your small step. Consistency is key. The more you repeat the action, the easier it becomes. Track your progress. Celebrate each milestone, no matter how minor. Over time, you'll see how far you've come. Not through dramatic leaps, but through steady, cumulative effort. Remember, the journey matters as much as the destination. Small steps teach patience, humility, and perseverance. They remind us that growth is a process, not an event. Each day is an opportunity to move forward, to learn, to improve. The mountain may be high, but every step counts. If you ever feel discouraged, remember the power of compounding. Just as money grows through compound interest, so do your efforts. A tiny improvement, repeated daily, can lead to extraordinary results. The key is to keep going, even when progress seems slow. Trust the process. Your future self will thank you for the steps you take today. So, embrace the journey. Start small, be consistent. Let go of the illusion of the perfect moment. Instead, focus on what you can do right now with what you have. Small steps every day beat big leaps someday, because they create lasting change, build momentum, and shape the life you truly want. As you move forward, remember, greatness isn't built in a day, but in thousands of moments, choices, and actions. The mountain awaits, but your path begins with a single step. Take it, today, tomorrow, and every day. The summit is closer than you think.